Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Brief. My name is Brianna Nibbs, and I will be bringing you the latest coverage in politics, national news, world news, entertainment, and sports. Without further ado, let's get right into it. In national news, 10 people, including a police officer, were killed at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado on Monday afternoon. The shooting happened around 2:40 p.m. when a gunman opened fire at a King Superstore. Officers arrived within minutes, entering the store and engaging with the suspect, who was shot in exchange of gunfire. The suspect is identified as 21-year-old Ahmad Alisa. He suffered a gunshot wound to the leg and was taken into custody. He has been charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder. The victims were found in the store and the parking lot. Their age ranges from 20 through 65 years old. Many politicians, such as President Joe Biden and Colorado Governor Jared Polis, sent their thoughts and prayers for the victims. The King supermarket chain and its parent company, Kroger, released a joint statement on Monday evening offering their prayers, quote, "In the hours since the shooting, we're learning of truly heroic acts that included associates, customers, and first responders selflessly helping to protect and save others. We will remain forever grateful to the first responders who so bravely responded to protect our associates and customers. The entire King Soopers family offers our thoughts, prayers, and support to those impacted by this tragedy, including our associates, customers, and first responders and their families," end quote. In politics, President Biden calling on Congress to take action on creating laws and banning assault rifles and high-capacity ammunition magazines in the wake of the killing of 10 people at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado, as well as the killing of 8 people at 3 different Atlanta spas last Tuesday. In his brief remarks before leaving to travel to Ohio for the promotion of the relief package, Biden, quote, "This is not and should not be a partisan issue. It is an American issue. We have to act. Jill and I are devastated. The feeling, I just can't imagine how the families are feeling," end quote. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said in a floor speech on Tuesday that, quote, "The Senate will be different," end quote, in response to Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell's promises 2 years prior to hold a gun control debate. Majority Leader Schumer, quote, "The Senate is going to debate and address the epidemic of gun violence in this country. I've already committed to bringing universal background check legislation to the floor of the Senate," end quote. According to ABC News, the House passed 2 gun control bills earlier this month, including the Bipartisan Background Checks Act of 2021 that would require universal background checks on all commercial gun sales, and legislation that would close the, quote, "Charleston loophole," which allows the sale of a gun if a background check hasn't been completed in 3 days. In world news, Brazil has reported more than 3,000 COVID-19 deaths in a single day for the first time on Tuesday, calling on the government and a new health minister to take action. In recent weeks, Brazil has become the pandemic's global epicenter, with more deaths from each day than in any other nation. Tuesday's record of 3,051 deaths were mostly from Sao Paulo, in which there is a record of 1,021 new deaths, which is far above from the previous record number of 713 last July. The health systems of numerous Brazilian states is in a severe collapse, with hospital ICU beds rapidly filling up and stocks of oxygen required for breathing. Most states recently adopted measures to restrict activity after the blame was mostly put on the Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, who reportedly downplayed the pandemic and insists that the economy must keep running to prevent hardship and failures. He also criticized the health measures that were made by local leaders. On Friday, he appealed to the Supreme Court to disapprove curfews that were set by 2 states and Brazil's federal district, even though the top courts previously ruled that governors and mayors have the power to adopt the restrictions. On Tuesday, cardiologist Marcelo Quiroga was sworn in as a health minister, becoming the 4th person to occupy the post since the beginning of the health crisis. In the entertainment world, singer and actress Demi Lovato opened up in a recent YouTube docuseries about her struggles with drug abuse, including her 2018 near-fatal drug overdose. In her YouTube Originals documentary titled Dancing with the Devil, the former Disney star quote, "I had a photo shoot and I remember being at the photo shoot and just thinking to myself like, I don't even know why I'm sober anymore. I am so miserable, I am not happy. I have all this stuff that I am dealing with," end quote. She later recalled on the day of the overdose where she stated that she picked up a bottle of red wine and called someone she knew that offers drugs. She later revealed that she ended up at a party and ran into her longtime drug dealer, where she later went on a shopping spree. She quote, "That night, I did drugs that I had never done before. I had never done meth before. I tried meth, I mixed it with Molly, with coke, weed, alcohol, oxycodone, and that alone should have killed me." She later revealed that she was raped at the age of 15 by someone she knew. She said, quote, "I was part of that Disney crowd that publicly said that they were waiting until marriage. I didn't have the romantic first time. That was not it for me. That sucked. Then I had to see this person all the time, so I stopped eating and coped in other ways." The singer also mentioned that she was sexually assaulted by her drug dealer the day of the near-fatal drug overdose in July 2018. She quote, "When they found me, I was naked, blue. I was literally left for dead after he took advantage of me. When I woke up in the hospital, they asked if we had had consensual sex. There was one flash that I had of him on top of me. I saw that flash and I said yes. It wasn't until a month after the overdose that I realized you weren't in any state of mind to make a consensual decision." The docuseries titled Demi Lovato Dancing with the Devil premiered on YouTube this past Tuesday. If you or someone you have been a victim of sexual abuse, text STRENGTH to the crisis text line at 741-741 to be connected to a certified crisis counselor. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please contact this SAMSHSA substance abuse helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. In sports, longtime NBA Hall of Famer and former Lakers legend Elgin Baylor has died of natural causes on Monday. In a statement to the NBA, Lakers owner Jeannie Buss, quote, "Elgin was the superstar of his era. His many accolades speak to that. But more importantly, he was a man of great integrity, even serving his country as a U.S. Army reservist, often playing for the Lakers only during his weekend pass," end quote. Elgin Baylor was born on September 16, 1934, in Washington, D.C. He played one season at the College of Idaho before transferring to Seattle University and led the team to their first NCAA championship game. He was drafted first overall by the Minneapolis Lakers in 1958, going on to score an average of 24.9 points, 15 rebounds, and 4.1 assists a game, becoming Rookie of the Year. After 14 seasons, Baylor retired in 1971 and went on to serve as a coach for the New Orleans Jazz and vice president of basketball operations for the Los Angeles Clippers. He was elected to the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 1977, and in 1980 he was named to the NBA's 35th anniversary all-time team. In 1996, he was named to the NBA's 50th anniversary all-time team. Many tributes were made to Baylor, including former NBA player Magic Johnson, in which he tweeted, "Before there was Michael Jordan doing amazing things in the air, there was Elgin Baylor, a true class act and great man. I've always appreciated the advice he shared with me when I first came into the league. Cookie and I are praying for his wife Elaine, kids, and the entire Baylor family." Elgin Baylor was only 86 years old. And that is all for this week's coverage. You can check back next week's weekly brief where I will be bringing you more of the latest on the news. Make sure you subscribe to MIC's YouTube channel so you won't miss out. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Please wear your mask, stay safe, stay well.